Yes. Okay, in today's motivation segment, we are going to take a reading from the book of Zechariah, chapter 4, verse 10. The chapter reads that, "Do not despise the small beginning, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin." I brought that reading to encourage you, all those who are despising their beginning. This reading tells the message which the angel gave to the prophet. It came at the time when the Israelites were down, trying to rebuild the temple, and it looked like it was close to impossible. And the Lord saw what they were facing, what they were feeling. So he sent this message, which the angel gave to Zechariah. Today's message is going to relate to one of the article I was reading. Okay, I was perusing through some of the messages, and I landed on the history of Toyota, which initially was called Toyota, and it was very touching. Before we proceed with the message, I would like to remind you to subscribe. The channel is PSSB, Physical Sciences, Silver Bullet. So the year was 1957, when a single unit or a single car was shipped from Japan to the harbors of Los Angeles. And when it was offloaded, it became the laughing stock. Everybody laughed. Many called it a toy. And those people in the automobile industry felt amused. They realized that this was not posing any challenge to the automobile industry of then. That is the time when General Motors of the United States of America, Mercedes-Benz, and BMW of Germany were the strongest automobiles. And they were asking, what kind of mess of a car is this one? And guess what? They were right. Because the engineer of that car was not even an engineer. Was not even in the auto industry. The story of that car is what we are going to discuss today. It all started in 1867, when a younger boy was born to a carpenter and a farmer. Okay, these people were very poor. Their place was a rice field. All they knew was to work on woods and to farm. And guess what the name of the boy was? The names which were given to the boy was Sakichi Toyoda. Toyoda was the family name. And this boy grew without any engineering quality. So during his boyhood, he took a school trip to one of the industries, and he was amused by what he saw there. When he came back from the trip, he was obsessed with improving the textile industry by then. By that time, they were using manual weavers. We call them looms, which were weaving to make clothes. And he realized that no, something better can be discovered. Along the way, he discovered power loom, which was using diesel by then. And later, with the new changes, he developed and perfected what we call automatic loom or automatic weaving machine. And it was so popular, so perfect, that it could detect errors during weaving, and when the error happens in the weaving, it stops. The news of this so-called perfect machine reached the world, and it reached Britain. So these brothers, when they heard of the machine, they went to Japan and they tabled an offer to Sakichi. And the offer was £100,000 for the patent right. And he accepted. So he gave the machine and the rights to Platt Brothers. And he remained with cash. After getting cash, he called his son Chishiro, and he told him that it is high time to explore the automobile section. He pointed on the car which was passing, and he said that, son, do you see that noise feature passing? That is the future of transportation. And very soon it will be the next frontier for our country, Japan. So then the focus changed to automobile. And that was before 1930. Sadly, in 1930, Sakichi died, and Chishiro was left in charge of the company. After the death of his father, Chishiro made a decision to change the company's name from Toyoda to Toyota, saying that Toyota sounds appeasing to West, and it also, T is a letter of good fortunes. So that's when the word Toyota, as we know it, came about. The first thing Chishiro did after the death of his father, he bought a Chevrolet and he hired the best engineers. He told them to disassemble completely the entire car and study each component of the car. And when the engineers reported that they had perfected the work, then in 1937, he opened up the Toyota Motor Corporation, which was an independent entity by then. I know you are wondering why I'm telling you this. I want to tell you that this message must resonate with everyone to show you what persistence and determination can bring about. I want to tell you that during that year, 1957, when Toyota was introduced in USA, the entire year Toyota sold 288 units or cars. And guess what? Everybody who bought it was complaining. But did Toyota give up? No, they didn't. They continued. Because in 1964, they produced Corona to make sure that they capture the market. They improved the horsepower, because Americans want strong cars. They improved the comfortability. Still did not sell until 1966, when they produced the Corolla. And guess what? Corolla became, and up to now, the most successful car ever produced. It sold over 50 million units. So if you can't resonate with this information, then I'm going to become surprised. This information was very touching to me, and I believe it must be touching to you. Because in 2008, it was recorded that Toyota surpassed General Motors as the largest automaker by volume. Guess what? These are the people who despised and belittled Toyota when it was first introduced into USA. As we close this episode of motivation, I'd like to tell you that PSSB, Physical Sciences Silver Bullet, is a science channel, a science YouTube channel, offering lessons, well simplified and articulated lessons in physical sciences, grade 10, 11, and 12, and natural sciences, grade 8 and 9. So we urge you that when you go to YouTube channel, try to make use of our playlist, which is well simplified and elaborated, that you can easily find the work which belongs to your level. So I'd like to tell you that Toyota, as we are talking about it now, is a family dynasty. It has been in existence for close to 300 years. That is about 5 generations. It has revolutionized and changed the manufacturing sector. Right now, we can say it produces close to 10 million units per annum, generating close to 50 billion US dollars. But I want us to take you back to how it all started. It all started with one person. That reminds me of what one person said. He said that if I was not born from a rich family, then the rich family must come from me. See you then. Bye-bye.